Hey my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming through with another video with some hot fire jobs. So stay tuned for the whole video so you don't miss any of the gems that I'm dropping with regards to these jobs today, okay? I am bringing you guys 4 different roles. So the very first roles that we're going to go over is with State Farm. If you don't know who State Farm is, they are an insurance company. They do more so in the auto, the homeowners business sector of insurance. And they really do have a big slice of the pie of the insurance industry within the auto and homeowners. They're really big in that industry. So we're going to hop right into it. I do want to let you know a lot of these roles that I will be going over today are entry level and or very minimum experience roles. All right. So if you are new to this environment, new to insurance, new to hopping in a career field, this video is definitely for you. And make sure you catch all of the roles, because if one is not a good fit, another one might be. All right. Let's get right into these roles. So the very first one I have for you is the claims specialist role. It is in the property sector, meaning you will be reviewing claims regarding property damage. All right. It is a field dual role, so you do have to be sitting in New York City. If you are okay with working from home, but also getting out, moving around, looking at things, then this is the role for you. If you're not okay with that, I do have other fully remote roles that I will be also talking about in this video. I did want to bring this role to you because for anyone in New York State, this role is phenomenal and it is paying really nicely. So I did want to just bring this to you to allow you to see the income potential that you can have with this role. Now, the very first thing that I do want to point out is this right here, the job ID. Make sure when you go onto the site to apply for the job that you are using a job ID. I will put the career site in the description so you guys can get to those really quickly and seamlessly. But make sure that you do tag this job ID, all right? So great thing with State Farm, they get right into the pie, okay? They get right into the juice of the job, all right? Which starts with the money, okay? Let's make the money moves, all right? So the starting salary for this position is $50,000, basically $60,000 up to $75,000 annually, which is an average of $25.31 to $37.47 hourly. Now, for New York applicants, though, the potential salary range for this position is $63,000 all the way up to $142,000. You cannot lose with this role if you are sitting in New York State. This position is also eligible for up to a $2,000 welcome bonus, all right, throughout the first year of your employment. They are really trying to get people in the door. It's so many jobs that are currently offering bonuses because they are trying to get talent into the door. So if you do have a background in insurance claims, even if you don't, a lot of these roles definitely train you really good. This is one of the industries that I always tell entry-level people to get into, because you will get the adequate training and you can take that training and go to many different places within the industry, okay? So you would also be eligible for an annual bonus based on your individual and the company's performance year after year, all right? And annual salary increases, which is normally like the 3% salary increase or the 4 or the 6% salary increase every anniversary for your job position. So some of the benefits that they do offer is PTO time. They do give 5 days off for life leave to help their employees take advantage of being with their family and really trying to support a good work-life balance. All right. They give you paid volunteer time. They also annually do a celebration day specifically for you. They give paid development time. So if you have to do training to develop your skills, to learn something new, to learn state guidelines, they do pay you for that. They do give wellness and mental benefits as well, tuition reimbursement, and discounts on so many different work programs. All right. So moving down to some of the things that they're looking for this actual role, and just giving some insight about this role. It is a fully remote position, meaning all of your claim duties you will be able to do at home. However, you will be in charge of physically inspecting different things, people's properties. Local, you might have to go out to an intersection to look at something if somebody ran and hit a electric pole or something like that, right? So there are different things that you will have to do outside, but all of your day-to-day computer work will be done at home. So some of your responsibilities will be investigating, evaluating, negotiating, and settling claims. Definitely, if you have a claims background, you know that already comes with it. You will have to also have really good communication skills and customer service skills, because you will be on and off the phone with different people. You'll have to do quotes. You might have to call if something doesn't make sense and figure out why it doesn't make sense. So they want to make sure that you have really good telephone skills, you're personable, and you have written skills, because you do have to put information into a claim system. So if say you're out, your manager or supervisor can go in and see what you did with that claim. Okay, so think about that as well when you do apply for this job. Some of the qualifications they're looking for is, like I said, just the strong written and communication skills, ability to prioritize. Within this world, you will have to work off of like a calendar. Per se, they call it a diary, but it's more so like a calendar. You also have to keep up with the calendar, because within these rules, a lot of things go to litigation. It's court dates, attorneys involved, so they want to make sure that everything is up to date. All right, so just keep that in mind. If you're very organized, this would be phenomenal for you. They're also looking for someone who is a critical thinker and can really do well with decision making, because in this role, you do have to think to the next level because of the investigation part of it. You do also have to be very analytical and data driven. So you are going to be picking things apart. If you do like to pick things apart, or your brain processes in that way, this is definitely a great role for you. So some of the preferred skills, but it's not necessarily required, is they would like to see that you do have experience in Estimate and at Context. And those are just softwares that a lot of the claims and insurance companies use to process claims, to do estimates and things of that nature. All right. They're also preferred if you do have a relevant claims background for adjusting claims within like property or construction. That's a plus as well. But once again, it is not needed. I don't want you to think you have to have this in order to actually apply for this job. This is really entry level, because they're really not looking at your educational level. They're just looking for some of your uniqueness with being able to have proper written and verbal skills, critical thinking, those kind of things. All right. And it pays really, really well if you are sitting in New York. So once again, this is the claim specialist property role. This is the job ID here. And definitely get over and apply if this is something that resonates with you, your background, and if this is something that you're looking forward to getting in. All right. The next role that I have is a very similar role. It's the same role pretty much, but this is in Virginia. All right. Now with this role, this one is paying the $60,000 to $75,000 yearly. All right. And the hourly rate is basically the base rate for the New York role, but this is just the Virginia role. With this role, you are eligible for a higher bonus though. So you are eligible for a $3,000 sign-on bonus, and you're eligible for a $2,000 welcome bonus throughout the first year. So they're actually giving you a bigger bonus with this position if you are sitting in Virginia. All right. If you're not sitting in Virginia or New York, it's fine. I have other jobs that are national jobs where you can kind of be sitting anywhere, and they do have multiple roles available. So we will be going through those. So don't fret. You know I got y'all, okay? So some of the benefits, they offer the same thing: the paid time off, the leave for your family, paid volunteer time. And it's pretty much the same role. You will be responsible to expect, adjudicate, and just review estimates for claims, all right? So with this role, they are hiring within these zip codes in Virginia. So if you're sitting in Virginia, this is a really good role for you. They have the same similar qualifications, which is the customer service, really good decision making. They want to make sure that you're really good with communication skills. They also want to make sure that you have a valid driver's license. So the preferred skills are the same. They're not required. They just want to see that you do have knowledge within the claim systems. But once again, it's not required, all right? And with regards to the actual rate, if you are sitting in Virginia, I always say make sure you negotiate your rate and negotiate your worth, okay? So just because there's a number here does not mean you cannot get more. If you have more experience, trust and believe that number can go up, okay? So don't allow a number to stop you or anything else at that matter to stop you from applying and getting the dream job that you want, all right? So the next opportunities that we're going to move into is with one and only Paychex. If you don't know who Paychex is, a little introduction is they are a payroll provider. So they provide payroll software and services to multiple different businesses, small businesses, large businesses, but they're a business payroll system provider. So with Paychex, the first role that I have coming to you is the payroll account manager. This is a remote opportunity. I do have other roles as well. So definitely I have another role that is fully work from home and has multiple locations. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. To locate this job, this is the job ID. So within this job, they are looking for people who have strong customer relation skills, all right, where you can kind of be a liaison and you can also, you're a problem solver. You can come in, you can really talk, you're personable, and you can kind of see what the problem is to mitigate the problem and get it done. You will be dealing with clients, so you will be dealing with small business owners, and you will be the representative for Paychex to go into these companies and talk to these company heads to solidify and solution any issues that they're having with the payroll system. That might be, taxes are not getting adjudicated correctly. So you have to get in touch with the payroll people at Paychex to figure out and mitigate what's going on. There's multitude of different things that will happen, but they just want to make sure that you do have that customer service way about you and you're personable to really be able to talk to clients and talk to different people and solution things, okay? And some of the things that they just have here is they want you to be an active listener. That also just comes with the personal part of you and customer service. They want to be able to make sure that you can build strong relationships with the clients. And basically take what the clients are saying and bring it back so that solutions can be provided and services can be up leveled. Because ultimately, when people give feedback, right, it allows companies to get better with what they offer people. So think of it in that nature when going into this role. Some of the qualifications that they're looking for is just if you have 2 to 5 years of payroll customer service, and if you do have any payroll and time and attendance experience. And that's just knowing a payroll system, clocking in and out of a payroll system. If you had to do anything behind the scenes to help people clock in and out, things of that nature. I always say pull from your experience, Here, they don't even have an educational requirement. They're just looking for someone who has been in the payroll sector and space and kind of knows something about it, all right? So think about that when applying for this. This role, the compensation, income, and hourly rate is $18.35 to $29 an hour plus a bonus. So think about that. It's really, really paying really well for it to be a remote position and basically kind of like a customer interaction, customer relation role. So the next and final role that I do have for you is the client HR business advisor #1 role. Now, I know that you see here, it says West Coast time zone preferred. The thing about this role is they do have multiple roles in every time zone in the United States for this specific role. So this role is hiring for multiple different locations within the United States. So you can be sitting anywhere in the US. They have a role with this actual title for the entire United States. All right. This is a fully remote role. Okay, and here is the job ID. As always, when you want to apply, make sure you come over and you snag the job ID. So this is more of a human resource consulting role. You will help with basically being a human resource consultant to employers. So when things come up like employee relations, best practices for different policies, employee handbook options, and things of that nature, they will be reaching out to you. In this role, some of your responsibilities also will be advising clients on employment law and inquiries concerning employment law and different resources. With this role, they want to make sure that you're personable because you will be dealing with clients on a daily basis, and they do want you to be able to build strong client relationships. They want to also make sure that you maintain knowledge within the HR spectrum and different trends, right? Employment law, legislations trends, federal law, labor trends. You might have to also order like labor law posters and things of that nature, looking at different laws to see if, for an example, the minimum wage went up, right? So they want to make sure that you'll be able to keep up with the standard of what's going on within employment relations. So with this role, you will be supporting different clients regarding a lot of human resource detailed things. All right. Some of the qualifications that they're looking for, they do have here that associate's degree is preferred. But once again, preferred is not required. You do not need it. All right. They are looking for 1 year of experience in client services, human resources, HR education, or a combination of all. So as long as you have something that you're coming to the table with, they're fine with that. Because a lot of these roles, they can kind of train you up and give you the tools that you need to succeed. So think about that. With this role, they are paying $16.09 up to $29.87 hourly. However, if you do have more of a vast experience within human resources or client services, as an example, you can always get more. I always say negotiate. No matter what they have here, negotiate yourself. Position yourself for greatness by negotiating your worth always. Okay. So once again, this role is the client business advisor, one role, and they do have this role all over the United States. This role is fully remote, and here is the job ID number. All right. If these roles in this video do not resonate with you, your experience or your background, definitely stay tuned. I do not leave anyone in my YouTube family and community out. I will definitely be dropping more banger fire jobs. So definitely make sure you subscribe to the family by subscribing to the channel and turning that bell notification on so you're made aware every single time I drop a new video. You can also go back and watch my previous videos to see if any of those jobs align with your specific needs. And I will encourage you to also drop a comment if you have a specific job need in a different sector than what you see posted. I love to get ideas and help you guys as much as I can get some job leads to you. So until next time, make sure you continue to thrive and you continue to reach your career goals. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.